is Jacob with H.I.T, coming at you with another video, and today is going to be a physique check. This is going to be the end of week 3. So we've already done the beginning, we've done the end of week 1, the end of week 2, this will be the end of week 3. This will be the final physique check before I get off the boat and go home. I was going to ride over 2 weeks, but I decided against it. I figured I'd just go on to the house. Yesterday's video was the first training in the second cycle of high intensity training since I started the series, and it was chest and back, and I did pretty good workout, I think. There was one comment I seen, I believe it was on a short for the chest portion of the training. It was in regards to the pectoral flies I was doing, and the guy said it was basically a pressing motion that I was doing and not a actual fly motion. Said I was probably need to reduce the weight and stretch farther, be more like a J and not an L in the lift, is the way he was explaining it with my arms. So I appreciate that comment, and I'll do better next time. Still feel pretty sore in my pecs. I guess it was between that and that incline bench press got me pretty sore, but so today, as I mentioned yesterday, I got a scale. We got it on the boat. I ordered it because we had one on here, and I think it got broke. I found some pieces of glass up there in the weight room. So I think before I got on the boat, somebody broke it and they kind of swept it up, but didn't get it swept up all the way and left a little few pieces of glass here and there. But anyway, I got the scale, and I got it yesterday and weighed myself, and as I said yesterday, today was going to be a weight reveal as well, so we can kind of track progress as we go on with this. Now I wish I would have got my weight right before I come back to the boat. Matter of fact, let me see if I might have that. Like that I don't have that. I forgot that I stopped writing weight down. I guess it was last trip home or the trip before. I stopped writing the weight down before every workout, which I used to do. However, I do remember getting on the scale at the house. It was probably 4 or 5 days before I come back to the boat, and I was right at 222 pounds. And yesterday I weighed myself, and I'm down to 205 pounds according to the scale. Now that'd be a loss of about 17 pounds in 4 weeks, or it's been 3.5 weeks since I've been on the boat. So either I had lost weight between that whenever I weighed myself 4 or 5 days before coming to the boat, I'd lost weight in between there, or that's how much weight I've lost in 3.5 weeks, which is probably not the healthiest thing. And I really didn't even think about it. I could feel my shirt was a lot looser and taking up holes in my belt and things like that, but I didn't think that I'd lost that much. And I did a little research the other day, and which I've with reading the book High Intensity Training the Mike Mentzer Way, I gathered that in order to get your body fat percentage, you can use skin pinch calipers. A good way to do it is like pinching around your chest area, right around your nipple, pinching that to see how much fat you can grab. Right above your hips on your back is a good spot, it said. Your stomach, right around your belly button, grab that and see how much skin you can grab there. That's a less accurate way of getting a good body fat percentage ballpark figure. Not really the percentage, but just how it feels. But an accurate way to do it would be hydrostatic weighing. And I haven't looked into it too much, but I saw a video the other day where Brian Shaw did it, and look, it didn't look too bad. And I think from what I was researching, it was like anywhere from $50 to $100, somewhere in there, to do it. And I'm thinking about doing it whenever I get home, just to see where my body fat percentage is. And also been kind of doing a little research on when maybe I should, when I get my body fat percentage down to a certain level, what that level is in order to start eating at a surplus to build muscle, rather than just lose body fat and possibly losing muscle along with the body fat that I'm losing while I'm eating in a calorie deficit. And it was saying somewhere around like 8 to 15% body fat is when you should probably start, or most people start eating in a calorie surplus. So if I could get that done, that hydrostatic weighing, that would give me kind of an idea how much longer I need to go with this eating in a calorie deficit. It's only been like 3.5 weeks now, and I've made quite a bit of progress. It's supposed to be like 2 pounds a week. 2 pounds a week is a pretty good progress, I guess, with losing body fat. So right now I'm 205. Right before I come out, I was 222. And I also said yesterday that I would reveal how much I weighed when I started going to the gym, which was around August or September of 2022. I was at 251 pounds. So if you take that time to now, that's a loss of 46 pounds total. And I feel like a totally different person. Obviously look like a different person. I don't know if I have any pictures from back then even, but hell, it was only 2 years ago, but I'm not much of a picture taking person until now, putting myself out there. But when I look back, I think when I first started, I just wanted to get in the gym to get in there to lose weight and also lift weights and build muscle. And so I guess for the first year until September of 2023, I was doing a lot of high volume training, and I would do cardio after pretty much every workout, run like a mile, something like that, and then maybe have a day or two off here and there. But it was like more of a, so I would do arms, I'd do biceps, triceps, and forearms, and then let's see, what else would I do? It's hard to remember now. So I would do that one day, and then I would do like chest and shoulders one day, and then I would do legs another day. So there was really no back day. That was when I was on the boat. Just like arms, biceps, triceps, forearms, and then the next day do chest and shoulders, and then like the next day do legs. And then when I was home, I could go through the full workout on whatever body parts, whether it was back or abs or what have you. But I was working the whole body out, not in one day, but different body parts, different muscle groups every day, but it was pretty constant. And that's when I lost most of the weight. Went from that 251 down to, I got down to that 220, 222 mark. And I would fluctuate. I'd go between 220 and 230. And I think I got down to like 212 one time, and then went back up to around 220. So this is the lowest weight that I've been at since I was probably in high school. If I was even that light then, I can't remember. I think I was 185 or something in 8th grade, and I shot up to 200 or over 200 by the time I was a freshman or sophomore in high school. But I feel like I'm making progress. Let's see here. Yeah, so I did a lot of high volume and then cardio, and then I ran across this book, High Intensity Training the Mike Mentzer Way, and a lot of things he was saying was making a whole lot of sense. Your body has a limited recovery ability, and you can overtrain very easily. If you use this method, it's an all-around way to build muscle. It's universal between people. The way he explains it is, people say, well, what about all the people that trained high volume and they did get some good out of it? And he says, well, think about all the people that didn't, which I'm not here to say one way or another if that's true or not. If you went with this or if you went with the other, that it would, how much of a difference it would make. But I'm going to choose to go this route now because it made the most sense to me logically, and it really resonated with me. And so then when I come across this, I've been doing some reflecting since I started eating in a calorie deficit, really starting this trip. I've done it before. I did it last time I was home. I've done it the last 2 or 3 times I was home, but I didn't really stick with it. I would write out a meal plan or count the calories, and then I would go to Dairy Queen, or I'd go to the barbecue place, and I'm like, man, this food just tastes too good. Or hot Cheetos. That's my other thing. That's a big problem I got, is staying away from hot chips. So but I've been doing some reflecting. I was doing high intensity training since September of 2023. It's now March of 2024, and there were times where I felt like I was getting stronger. There was a lot of inconsistency, so I would either start making progress at home, and then I would get on the boat and have totally different equipment, and try to have to adjust to the weight for the exercises I was trying to do on the boat, which, as you've seen in previous videos, that's kind of the struggle I've been going through this trip as well. But so I forgot where I was going now. So that was one inconsistency, and then also you take 4 days off in between workouts, so a lot of times I was taking 6 and 7 days off. That wasn't really doing me any good. Or another big one was last trip and the trip before on the boat. I was really sick for a week or 2 each trip, and I just said, hell with it, I'm not going to do any working out while I'm this sick. So you can take that how you want it, but so that was another inconsistency. And then of course the diet. I feel like I was getting something out of the workouts, but everything surrounding that didn't really prop it up or support it. So now what I'm seeing is that I'm instead of what progress I was making, if I was building any muscle at all, it being covered up with fat. Now what muscle I do have, I'm losing body fat and showing that muscle, and so I'm actually seeing results in that, and still just really trying to figure this thing out, and also I've been thinking, like, whenever I do eat in a calorie surplus to build muscle, it's going to be kind of interesting to see how I'm going to approach that. At what point will I make a cutoff there and then say that I'm going to start eating in a calorie deficit again to show the muscle that I have gained during eating in a calorie surplus? Just trying to figure a lot of things out. Got a lot more research to do. Right now, for the most part, I'm just doing it off of feel and look, and these weekly checkups and comments that I get. I really appreciate the comments. They help me out a lot so I can make some adjustments. And thank you to everyone who's subscribed, anyone who's commented or liked. Really appreciate it. And next week, I think it's the 20th of March, I get off the boat, and then so I have a couple days at home rest before I start working out again. I'd hit another training. I got one more to do before I get off the boat, but after that I'll have a day or two of rest after I get home before I can get in the gym again. So that's going to be a whole totally different dynamic. It's going to be a whole totally different setting. The weight room on here is going to be where I'm lifting at now. It's not going to be where I'm lifting. I'll be lifting at the gym, and I'll probably try to, I don't know what time, but I'm going to try to get in there when nobody's in there, and I'm sure my girlfriend's going to love that, because that's going to have to be pretty late at night or early in the morning, and she doesn't know about this channel yet, so that's probably going to hit her like a ton of bricks. But I figured I'd just go ahead and get it started and then deal with the ridicule either right before I get home or when I get home, if there is any ridicule, because now that I got the ball rolling, it's going to be a little harder for me to stop it, which I don't see why she would want me to stop it. But trying to think of what else here. Another thing that I'm kind of dealing with is I'm trying to going back and forth between whenever I do start eating a calorie surplus, if I'm going to take creatine or not. I mentioned in my supplement video, and why I continue to be a customer of Jocko Fuel video, that they gave me 2 or 3 tubs of creatine that I didn't order, and they told me to keep it, so I'm going to have to find some kind of a use for it, and I'm really thinking that that'll probably come in handy whenever I do start eating in a surplus, because I've taken it before, and I definitely, well, I shouldn't say definitely, but I really think that I was seeing some progress. I was feeling stronger, and even mentally I was feeling a lot more focused. I just felt better all around. So, and I don't think that there's anything, I think there was a few things that I read on it when I first started taking it back then, that like it might affect kidney function in some way, but they said that's inconclusive. There's really no evidence for that. And then I've read some things where you can take creatine for like 5 years and it doesn't do anything to you negative. So we'll just kind of have to weigh that out and see what happens there. Might try to do it without creatine for a little while, a month or something, and then try it with creatine and kind of go between them and see what the difference is, if there is a difference. Yeah, just really interested. Right now I'm kind of really, to be honest with you, I'm not really feeling 100%. I don't know really what my deal is, because last couple days, I guess, well, yeah, yesterday. Yeah, yesterday we got off of that short run. We were on that rock run, so since yesterday we haven't been hooked up doing a lot of tow work, dropping barges and picking barges up like we were before. So you'd think I'd have a little more energy or a little more pep, but I don't. I guess we're starting to get into that slow grinding process of the last few days on the boat and having to do a lot of cleanup. And I mean, I have been running around getting things ready for the other crew to get on, and cleaning up, straightening up paperwork that I didn't have a chance to do when we was on that run. But for whatever reason, I'm just not really feeling 100%. I know I ran out of my H.I.T energy drinks. That's really kind of a bummer. So I've been drinking coffee. I love coffee, but I really love the damn H.I.T energy drinks. And the bad part is I've got 2 cases sitting down there at our dock, but we ain't gonna make it back down there before I get off the boat, so probably have to pick them up on the way home. And my girlfriend told me earlier today that we just got a shipment in to the house. I got some greens and energy drinks and some hydration packets, and also I ordered a hoodie and a t-shirt from H.I.T store, and it's taken a while to show that it's been shipped. I believe I ordered it on the 4th of March and still showing it hasn't been shipped. I might email them Monday if there's no updates, which I'm not in a real big hurry to get it anyway. I think it's going to be too big on me now since I've been losing this weight. Anyway, so I'm going to quit flapping my gums and we'll do this physique check and see where we stand for the end of week 3, and then the next physique check will be after I get home. Do it. See you guys in the next one. That'll be legs and abs, and that'll be, let's see, what's today? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Be Monday. legs and abs. And if you guys got any questions or comments, leave them in the comments. Any advice, critique, how I can improve, please put it in the comments. I'll read it, and if I don't get back to you in the comments, hopefully, been having a problem with signal out here, so hopefully I'll be able to see it right when it takes place, when you comment or when someone subscribes or likes something. But I've been noticing that I'll go to bed and wake up and there'll be no notifications, but I'll get on my channel and then it'll say that I've got new subscribers or new comments and whatnot, so just bear with me on that. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.